Cows are a little bit slower than we probably anticipated, but I don't see it being too long. Still going through concussion protocol. So I think the first day he can come off would be tomorrow. That's not going to happen. But I think in the near future we'll see him here in a major league game.
And what's latest on
Teal. Probably a little bit longer than we initially expected. My guess is if we see him at the end of August, it would be really good. But I would probably anticipate more early September. And the longer it goes, the more likely we'll have to send him out to get a couple of bats before he plays in a big league game.
I know the season hasn't gone how Zach Eflin has helped, but how important has he been to this clubhouse in the past year and a half?
He's wonderful. Yeah, he's wonderful. He's one of the probably the more enjoyable conversations I think in the major leagues with just the experience that he has, the knowledge that he has, his ability to listen. You know, as you watch a lot of Major League Baseball players, I think they like to talk more than they like to listen. Coaches the same. We're all kind of that way, wired this way in this world. And he's one of the rare guys that is just a really good listener. So incredible teammate, incredible guy to have around. You know, selfishly, I wish we'd be able to keep him up here to do his rehab, but that's not going to work. But yeah, we're going to miss having that guy around.
When you look at the at-bats, as you mentioned last night, you're hoping for better at-bats, but what does that entail? I mean, how do you foresee, implementing better at-bats when some guys are in a little bit of a scuffle?
Yeah, I've thought about this a lot over the years, believe it or not. To me, everybody has a different definition of a good at-bat. I think for me, a good at-bat is executing your plan. One, you got to have a plan. Two, you got to execute it, right? And executing your plan generally means you kill the at-bat where it should be killed. So the pitch that is in your plan goes over the plate. You need to end the bat right there. You don't need to foul it off. If you do foul it off and the thing goes to 2 strikes, then you need to take a little bit of the pitcher with you. You need to fight for your life a little bit. So I think that's how you run up pitch counts. I don't think you run up pitch counts by taking the first pitch. I think in the major leagues, especially against good pitching like what these guys have, if you go up there and take the first pitch every time, you're going to be 0-1 all night. And I think we all understand what the numbers are when you go 0-1. So you got to be ready to go. If the pitch is within your plan, if you get to 2 strikes, you got to take a chunk of him with you. And if you do that, or 9 guys do it, you string together 9 guys that compete in that fashion, I think you're more likely to get the guy out in the 5th, 6th inning as opposed to the 8th. And you get in a bullpen, especially at the beginning of a series, and maybe you can still game at the end of the series because you made a couple guys work at the front end of it. But that's a good at bat. It's not taking the first pitch. It's not swinging at the first pitch. Is that part of your plan or not? If it's part of your plan and you execute and you end the at bat where you need to end it, then that's a good at bat.
You don't really have a long reliever right now, but you had mentioned yesterday when you were talking about Suarez being a possible bulk guy that the Dietrich ends.
Yeah.
Had intrigued you. Is that a guy who could be a long man for you?
He's interesting. I think Dietrich Enns is an interesting guy here in 25 and going forward. You know, the front office went and grabbed him at the trade deadline. It kind of was an under-the-radar move, and as we're losing all of our guys, and understandably so with how this goes and how this business goes, it didn't feel good. And then you get something back in Dietrich, and you go, okay, it helps a little bit, And seeing him throw the ball so far, it's been pretty good. He's really interesting, and he does give you length. So there's some neutrality to it too with that changeup. So he's an interesting piece right now.